All right, good morning, cyber traders. Happy Friday, everyone. Everybody ready for the weekend? Good to see you, Michael, Mark. Good to see you, Brad. Everybody in YouTube, Facebook Live, welcome back. A lot of good stuff that's going on today. Obviously, the market taking. Oh wow, we came back finally. We were down about 200 points. Looks like we just got a little bit of a bounce back. Let me tell you, we got a nice little crash going on in this stock, IMUX. Oh my God, talking about not coming out with some really good news yesterday, but that thing just fell out of bed. A lot of you remember this stock. We had so much fun trading it right in the beginning of October. It ran from $4 all the way to almost 12. Obviously, whatever news it came out with wasn't really working out too well and came right back down, actually lower than breaking 52-week lows. So that is a pretty nasty, nasty shake. Maybe we'll get a little dead cat bounce. We'll check on it. We'll keep an eye on it. We'll see what happens. There are a couple other stocks we're going to talk about. But let's talk about what happened overall, what's going on with the market. You could see here on the Dow, let me just bring it up over here, that we had a really nice push, and we've been going back down. I got right across my board on the watch list. I'm telling you, I had really no confidence in it, what's going on in the market. I mean, I'm not really holding any really big swing trades. I'm starting to hear some economists talking about, we're getting close. Listen, we're getting close to an election. We're literally like a little bit more than 2 weeks away. You're not going to see that much action, okay? You're really not. Usually it's what happens in the action. We'll see if Congress switches over from Democrat to Republican, or maybe the Democrats hold on. Maybe they can still, whatever their agenda is, passing more legislation. Maybe what the Republicans are. But I don't really think when you get around this time of the year, around election time, you're really not going to see that much going on unless there is some major catastrophe, some major news that comes out, whatever it may be. But you could see oil kind of made a little bit of a comeback, a little bit of a push up north. But the stocks overall have not really moved that much. We'll get, like I said, you could see the Dow right here. We thought we had a rally beginning of, back in early October. We were down to 29,000. We went up to 31. Now we're coming back down again. So, and it looks like, overall, we're going to be in this market for a while. Now, I'm going to be on Ask the Pros today at 12 o'clock. We'll send the link out for all of you to log in. If you're on YouTube, Facebook Live, you could always like us and friend us. We'll get you in there. I'm going to be on with like 4 other gurus. We're on here every Friday, and like I said, just register for it. And we're going to talk about the market and be just some of the most popular gurus, educators in the industry. And like I said, some of you are there every week and you hear their analysis, what's going on. It's nice because you get a little bit of everything. You get to hear from day traders like me. You get to hear from swing traders. You get to hear from options traders. And it's funny, we really trade very similar, and you'll be able to spin that into your regular trading. But overall, it's Friday. It's starting to get a little cold out. Nice day here in New York. I mean, it's not like everyone's rushing to the Hamptons anymore on the weekends. I know I'm not going anywhere because I'm still trying to recuperate from my ACL. I do got therapy today, though, which I was told you got to be on top of that all the time. But other than that, yesterday morning was actually a pretty good day. So I want to talk about it. Now, regarding what happened yesterday, what really happened yesterday, there wasn't really that much good pre-market. It really hasn't been all week, honestly. We really haven't had any good ones. But out of the blue, we've been getting some of these big pops, like the CABA. I mean, that stock moved beautifully. That thing ran from $1.20 and it went all the way to the close. This was awesome right here. This stock literally made a big pop right here at $1.75. Last few minutes of the close, thing ran from a nice 25 cents. 25 cents. 25 cents on a dollar stock. You're talking $250. You do that every day, you're talking a $50,000 salary. I know some of you will be happy to do that. But you know what? If you held it all day, which I'm not a fan of, but you could have came in, made your money this morning, trade the afternoon. It was really, really nice move. Another even really nicer stock was this NGM. Now, this stock was a good bottom fish. I thought this stock was probably one of the better stocks that we had yesterday out of all of them. This stock got crushed, just like you're seeing right now at IMUX. But this stock is starting to be a little bit of a gap fill. I still like this stock, and I'm keeping it on my watch list, the NGM. But you could see right here, what a nice run. At 9:30, really came out of nowhere. And you could see right around 9:45, already ran to 425. It made, and it was beautiful about this stock, as you could see, it was making really, really nice higher highs, higher highs, higher highs, all the way up to 1140. The thing ran all the way to 480. So really nice move from 37 to 480. Even if you got half that, you should be ecstatic. Alcoa, another stock out of the blue, wasn't doing anything in pre-market, made a nice pop from 35 all the way to 41. Finger, FNGR, another stock, was more the afternoon type of stock, ran from 6 to 750, and that pretty much does it. Those are really probably more or less some of the stocks that we were looking at trading going into yesterday. Now, let's go on. Let's see what we're going to trade for this morning. Now, I have all eyes on IMUX, okay? I just deleted it from my level 4. So let me just bring up level 4. Let me get the data here. There we go. So on level 4 on this stock, we're going to have to go back a little bit further. Just going to make it 2 hours. I want to get a little more pre-market. I'm only going as far as 8 a.m. All right, so we had this big iceberg order that was hovering right around here, around 220. So, and around $2. So right above 210. So we could see the buyers out there a little bit. So I feel a little more confident. You could see there's even a bigger buyer right around here. I'm not seeing any sellers. They were out here. You could see around $3. Looks like he eliminated. But overall, we got a couple little buyers and sellers in here, which will give us a sense of support and resistance levels. This looks like it's going to be extremely volatile today. Already pre-market traded 3.8 million shares. Now, another stock that we were trading to was Peggy. Now, you know the stock very well. We traded the stock back in October, went from $1 to $7. It was a fun stock yesterday to trade to, Peggy, and it looks like she's moving again this morning. Now, when I hopped over here on the level 4, what was nice about it is that you had a big seller right here around 8:30. The guy got executed. The trader got executed, and it came right back. You could see it went up to that 580, and now it's having a tough time. Looks like the sellers are starting to push it down right now. So, you know what? If you were here earlier this morning and you jumped in when the news made a nice little move around 8:30, 510 to 580, that's a pretty nice little pre-market profit right there. And you could see it. That's right there. There is your actually move. Look at that. Wasn't really trading too much, and then boom, they had a nice little pop. But Peggy's, you know what? Listen, the market's not done. You know, we didn't even open up yet. I mean, we still got about 20 minutes. So we'll keep that on the watch list. Now, this is how quiet it is in pre-market. We are looking at the third biggest percentage gainer on the NASDAQ, and we're at 5%. I mean, that is pretty quiet. Look at this, 2%. It is really, really, really quiet. Oh, Moderna, moving up a little bit. By the way, did you guys hear that the CDC unanimously approved that kids should get a shot to go to school? I don't know if they're going to enforce it, the states, but I thought that news would make these stocks move also. But I don't know. It's moving a little bit. I don't know if that has something to do with it, but they basically that and Pfizer, probably can see some of these things making a move. They can sell more shots. I mean, that basically, listen, if you're for it, against it, it's irrelevant. Don't take it personal, all right? The bottom line is this. You know what? You got to go where the action is, where the money is, and that's what we got to look at. I wanted to look at Twitter. Everyone heard the news on Twitter? NVAX ran off on news on that Wednesday, Mark. Okay, let me just check on that one. NVAX, yeah. But it looks like it really hasn't really gone anywhere, NVAX. I mean, probably a little bit of news came on that on Wednesday, but other than that, it looks like it really hasn't gone anywhere. Twitter, on the other hand, very interesting what happened with this stock. It looked like it took a huge hit here from 44 early in the morning. Could have jumped back in it. News came out on Twitter that Musk said that he's laying off 75% of his workforce, okay? 75%. Now, let me explain something to you about what that means. Some of you own businesses, okay? The most expensive expense, the biggest expense that a corporation has is salaries, okay? And it's just not the salaries. It's the medical insurance to cover those people, the salaries. It's the unemployment insurance. It's the lawsuits. It's the insurance, all that. He's eliminating, and you know what? You know, keeping politics out of this. There's people there obviously have one agenda versus the other, and he just wants to clear it all out. And he's going to run on a skeleton crew. So he knows he overpaid for it, and he really doesn't care, I guess. You know what I mean? So anyway, that made some big news on the stock, and it really brought down the stock a little bit. But it looks like he has no choice. He has to buy it. He is going to buy it, but he's doing some really big restructuring. It might cause some good volatility in the stock. I want to keep on Twitter too, TWTR. Now the IMUX, like I told you before, we had some support levels here on IMUX. We see where they were on the level 4. We'll keep an eye on those. Hopefully we get a little dead cat bounce on that. But if I'm almost positive, this is a pharmaceutical stock. So we know, you got to be careful. They do not come back. Hop on over here on the New York Stock Exchange. All right, let's go see what's going on over here. Snapchat is getting crushed. This thing was an $80 stock. It's already down in the single digits. Wow. Snapchat is going to, we traded Snapchat a few times, and we know the stock has some pretty good volatility. You could see all of them are basically in the big, most active of the market right there. What's this one? TLT, is that moving? Man, this thing is getting crushed too, huh? Wow. $2. Tesla getting beat up. There's that Peggy, Apple, all that stuff. They're not going anywhere. All right, on the New York Stock Exchange, gainer. This stock's up about 19%, but you could see pre-market is garbage. I saw this one earlier. It is an ETF. You know we're not fans of that, but KOLD, we've traded before. The only bad thing about it's going to be really difficult to trade and follow the level 4 on that. This must have been a reverse stock split. This stock just keeps going higher and higher and higher. Don't know what the hell this is going on with this one. $100 all the way up. Wow, that's some hell of a move right there. It looks like it keeps going up more and more. We're not trading $170 stock, I can tell you that. Cheap stock right here. It's a 5%. It's going up nice and slow. We could watch this one. I mean, I wouldn't put it on my list, but we're so desperate. There's not that much going on in pre-market. So we'll throw that on the list. It pretty much does it. I'm not really seeing anything else out there. So listen, this could be like yesterday. We really had that much in pre-market, but we definitely had a lot when the market opened up. And it did take about 5-10 minutes until we found those stocks that did make those moves. Like the XPEV and the DBD and all those other stocks. All right, the NGM, especially the NGM. All right, so there's our watch list. Anything we're missing that we did not call out? Anyone see anything? No one else? Mark, the ADX. Yeah, I mean, listen, that thing just popped right now. It just got some good movement, 700,000 shares. Absolutely. Absolutely. ADTX. Let me go check over here and see what's going on with it. Nice call, Mark. I got too many people. I got to delete some stocks on my watch list right here on my level 4. Remember, we will never jump into a stock unless we're able to find who's out there and who's bidding it. Want to see where the orders are. All right, let's see what's out there. You can see that was a big order right here. It shot up to that big resistance at that 350, and then it kind of backed off. All right, we're not really getting that much orders out there. Probably have to wait till the market opens up. All right, cyber traders. So don't forget, today I'm going to be on Ask the Pros at 12 o'clock. We'll send a link. We'll post a link up there. If you're watching YouTube, Facebook Live, if you like us, friend us. You could always jump in and do a trial and join our trading or professional trade room that runs from 7:30 in the morning to 4:30 in the afternoon, Eastern Standard Time. So feel happy to join us. But like I said, we're live here every morning at 9 a.m. and at 2:30. Now, if you're new here to Cyber Trade University, if you came and did that nice little master workshop I did yesterday, and you subscribe to CTU, very, very, very important. Please talk to your education advisor. Let him walk you through and let you know what's going on. We take customer service very, very seriously here. We want you to make a career out of this. We want you to be very successful at it. We don't want you to jump in and be very confused. So if you haven't booked your appointment, don't book it next week or next month. You book it today, okay? You get on immediately. If you're in the room, you're planning getting into the room, make sure you talk to our staff. Talk to Alex, Gina, John, all of them. Make sure whoever, Josh, whoever, make sure you talk to our staff. Let them do what they're supposed to do and show you what's going on. We want you to have the best experiences possible here at CTU so you can make this a more successful career for the rest of your life. So good luck, everyone. Happy trading. We'll start commentary once the market opens up. Everyone else on YouTube, Facebook Live, we'll see you back here at 2:30. Good luck, everyone. And if I don't see you, enjoy the rest of your weekend.